were the unforgettable stars we lost in 2024? From the fearless Shannen Doherty and the soulful Liam Payne to legends like Dame Maggie Smith and James Earl Jones, their legacies live on through the joy and inspiration they gave us. Join us as we honor their lives, celebrate their achievements, and remember the stars who may be gone but will never be forgotten. Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones, the legendary music visionary whose extraordinary career spanned decades and genres, passed away on November 3rd at the age of 91. From producing Michael Jackson's record-breaking Thriller album to composing award-winning film and TV scores, Jones collaborated with icons like Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles, and countless other artists, leaving an indelible mark on the music industry. Jones's career began in the era of 78 RPM vinyl records, but his work remains timeless. His groundbreaking productions with Michael Jackson, including Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad, redefined pop music and achieved near-universal acclaim for their innovation and appeal. Beyond music, Jones shattered racial barriers, becoming a vice president at Mercury Records in the early 1960s and the first black musical director for the Academy Awards in 1971. He also made his mark in film, producing The Color Purple, which earned 11 Oscar nominations in 1986. As a media mogul, he founded Quincy Jones Entertainment, which launched the influential magazine Vibe and Quest Broadcasting, later sold for $270 million in 1999. Known for his philanthropy, Jones believed in using his platform to uplift others, saying, "The best and only useful aspect of fame and celebrity is having a platform to help others." He championed causes like fighting HIV/AIDS, supporting education, and aiding the poor worldwide. Through his Quincy Jones Listen Up Foundation, he connected young people with music, culture, and technology, fueled by what he called a spirit of adventure and a criminal level of optimism. Teri Garr. Teri Garr, the beloved comedy actress known for her quirky charm and memorable performances in classics like Young Frankenstein and Tootsie, passed away on October 29 at the age of 79. Starting her career as a background dancer in Elvis Presley movies, Garr's talent and magnetic presence eventually propelled her into leading roles. Her big break came in 1974 when she played Gene Hackman's girlfriend in Francis Ford Coppola's thriller, The Conversation. That role led to a meeting with Mel Brooks, who cast her as Gene Wilder's German lab assistant in Young Frankenstein, but only after she proved she could master a German accent. Garr's signature big smile and offbeat appeal made her a favorite in films like Oh, God, alongside George Burns and John Denver, and Mr. Mom, where she played Michael Keaton's wife. In Tootsie, she delivered a standout performance as the girlfriend who loses Dustin Hoffman to Jessica Lange, only to discover Hoffman's character has been disguising himself as a woman to jumpstart his career. Garr earned an Oscar nomination for her role, though she lost to Lange in the same film. Her career was a testament to her unique blend of humor, talent, and relatability, leaving audiences with unforgettable moments of laughter and heart. Ron Ely. Ron Ely, the towering actor who brought the iconic jungle hero to life in the 1960s NBC series Tarzan, passed away on October 23rd at the age of 86. Although not as synonymous with the role as Johnny Weissmuller, the Olympic swimmer who played Tarzan in films during the 1930s and 40s, Ely left his own mark on the character. His portrayal of the shirtless, loincloth-clad hero further cemented Tarzan's place in pop culture, a legacy later reimagined by Disney. Tragically, Ely made headlines in 2019 under heartbreaking circumstances. His wife of 35 years, Valerie Lundeen Ely, was fatally stabbed at their Santa Barbara home by their son, Cameron Ely, who was later killed by police. Ely's life was one of adventure and fame, both on and off screen, and his contributions to entertainment remain a lasting part of his legacy. Liam Payne. British musician and former One Direction member Liam Payne tragically passed away on October 16th after falling from the third floor of a hotel in Buenos Aires. He was just 31 years old. Born in Wolverhampton, England, in 1993, Payne gained international fame as part of the beloved boy band One Direction. Alongside Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, Niall Horan, and Louis Tomlinson, he became a global sensation, capturing the hearts of millions. After the group went their separate ways in 2016 to focus on individual projects, Payne launched his solo career. He released his debut studio album, LP1, in 2019, which showcased his versatility as an artist. His most recent release was a single titled Teardrops, which came out in March. Cissy Houston. Cissy Houston, the mother of the late Whitney Houston and a two-time Grammy winner, passed away on October 6th at the age of 91. Throughout her remarkable career, Houston performed alongside music legends like Elvis Presley and Aretha Franklin. She was also a member of the renowned vocal group, the Sweet Inspirations, alongside Doris Troy and her niece Dee Dee Warwick. The group provided backup vocals for iconic soul artists such as Otis Redding, Lou Rawls, The Drifters, and Dionne Warwick. Houston earned 2 Grammy Awards, winning Best Traditional Soul Gospel Album for her albums Face to Face in 1997 and He Leadeth Me the following year. Frank Fritz, co-host of American Pickers, passed away on October 1st at the age of 60, 2 years after suffering a severe stroke. Fritz appeared in 308 episodes of the popular History Channel show, where he and co-star Mike Wolfe traveled across the country searching for rare artifacts and treasures to sell or add to their personal collections. He left the show in 2021. After his stroke in 2022, Fritz had largely stepped away from the public eye. Prior to that, in 2021, he revealed in an interview with The Sun that he hadn't spoken to Wolfe in 2 years due to a fallout between them. His last appearance on the show was in March 2020. However, when Fritz had his stroke, it seemed that he and Wolfe had put their differences aside. John Amos, best known for playing the family patriarch on the iconic 1970s sitcom Good Times, passed away on October 1st at the age of 84. He also earned an Emmy nomination for his powerful performance in the groundbreaking 1977 miniseries Roots. Amos portrayed James Evans Sr. on Good Times, which was one of TV's first shows to feature a black two-parent family. The show, produced by Norman Lear and co-created by actor Mike Evans, aired on CBS from 1974 to 1979 and became a staple of American television. Later, Amos took on the role of adult Kunta Kinte in Roots, based on Alex Haley's novel about the legacy of slavery in America. The miniseries became both a critical and ratings sensation, and Amos received an Emmy nomination for his performance. In addition to his television work, Amos had a diverse film career. He starred in Let's Do It Again alongside Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier, appeared in Coming to America with Eddie Murphy and its 2021 sequel, and featured in Die Hard 2, Medea's Witness Protection, and Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. He also appeared in Ice Cube and Dr. Dre's 1994 music video for Natural Born Killers, Kris Kristofferson. Kris Kristofferson, the Rhodes Scholar with a sharp writing style and rugged charisma, who became both a country music icon and an A-list Hollywood actor, passed away on September 29th at the age of 88. A native of Brownsville, Texas, Kristofferson began his career in the late 1960s, penning timeless country and rock and roll hits like Sunday Morning Comin' Down, Help Me Make It Through the Night for the Good Times, and Me and Bobby McGee. While Kristofferson was also a talented singer, many of his songs became famous through the performances of other artists, such as Ray Price's rendition of For the Good Times and Janis Joplin's powerful take on Me and Bobby McGee. Kristofferson's acting career included starring opposite Ellen Burstyn in Martin Scorsese's 1974 film Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, alongside Barbra Streisand in the 1976 classic A Star is Born, and with Wesley Snipes in the 1998 Marvel film Blade. Drake Hogestyn, the Days of Our Lives star who portrayed John Black for an impressive 38 years, passed away on September 29th after battling pancreatic cancer. He was 70. Hogestyn became a fan favorite on the soap opera, appearing in over 4,200 episodes since joining the show in 1986. He had started his TV career just a few years earlier with a role in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, and went on to appear in various other projects. However, he remained most closely associated with his iconic role on Days of Our Lives. His final appearance on the show aired on September 9th. On Days of Our Lives, Hogestyn's character, John, was part of one of the show's most beloved super couples, alongside Marlena Evans, played by Deidre Hall. Dame Maggie Smith, the legendary actress known for her roles in Harry Potter and Downton Abbey, passed away on September 27th at the age of 89. One of the most recognizable British actresses in film and television, Smith's remarkable career spanned more than 7 decades. While she had an extensive body of work, she gained worldwide recognition for her portrayal of Professor Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter series, and as Violet Crawley, the formidable Dowager Countess, in Downton Abbey. Smith won 2 Oscars during her career, first for her role in The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie in 1970, and again in 1979 for California Suite. She also received multiple Academy Award nominations for supporting roles in films like Othello, Travels with My Aunt, Room with a View, and Gosford Park. Tito Jackson, a member of the iconic pop group the Jackson 5, passed away on September 15th at the age of 70. Tito was the third of the 9 Jackson siblings, which included global superstars Michael and Janet, forming one of music's most famous families, with their songs continuing to resonate with fans worldwide. Tito was the last of the Jackson siblings to release a solo project, debuting with Tito Time in 2016. He followed up with a song, One Way Street, in 2017, and shared in a 2019 interview with the Associated Press that he was working on a second album. Jackson had previously kept a low profile in terms of solo music, choosing to focus on raising his 3 sons, TJ, Taj, and Terrell, who later formed their own group, 3T. James Earl Jones, the legendary actor who overcame racial prejudice and a severe stutter to become an iconic figure on stage and screen, passed away on September 9th at the age of 93. A true trailblazer, Jones became one of the first African-American actors with a recurring role on a daytime drama, joining As the World Turns in 1965. Over the years, he amassed a remarkable list of accolades, including 2 Emmys, a Golden Globe, 2 Tony Awards, a Grammy, the National Medal of Arts, and the Kennedy Center Honors. He was also honored with an honorary Oscar and a special Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement. In 2022, a Broadway theater was renamed in his honor. Jones brought unforgettable characters to life in films and on stage, including the reclusive writer in Field of Dreams, the boxer Jack Johnson in The Great White Hope, Alex Haley in Roots, The Next Generation, and a South African minister in Cry, The Beloved Country. In addition to his acting, Jones became a sought-after voice actor, lending his powerful, resonant voice to some of the most iconic characters in film. He famously voiced Darth Vader, delivering the line, "No, I am your father," often misquoted as "Luke, I am your father," as well as King Mufasa in both the 1994 and 2019 versions of The Lion King. He also became synonymous with CNN's signature announcement, "This is CNN." In 1977, Jones won a Grammy for his narration of the Great American Documents audiobook. Sid Vicious Udy, Sidney Raymond Udy, the professional wrestler known as Sid Vicious, who became famous for his intense persona and imposing presence, passed away on August 25th at the age of 63. Standing at 6'9", Udy was known by several ring names, including Sid Justice and Psycho Sid. He rose to fame during the peak of the WrestleMania era in the 1990s. A two-time champion in the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE, Udy also competed for rival promotions like World Championship Wrestling and the United States Wrestling Association. Throughout his career, he squared off against some of wrestling's biggest names, including Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker. Phil Donahue. Phil Donahue, the pioneering TV talk show host, passed away on August 18th at the age of 88 following a long illness, according to his family. Donahue, who revolutionized daytime talk shows by introducing the format of audience participation, died peacefully at home, surrounded by his loved ones, including his wife of 44 years, Marlo Thomas. Often called the king of daytime talk, Donahue was the first to feature audience involvement in his show, typically dedicating an entire hour to a single guest while encouraging audience interaction. The Phil Donahue Show became a trendsetter in daytime television, particularly popular with female viewers. It also paved the way for a new generation of talk shows that tackled social issues and current events. Gena Rowlands. Gena Rowlands, widely regarded as one of the greatest actors to ever grace the screen, passed away at the age of 94 on August 14th due to complications from Alzheimer's disease. Rowlands was a key figure in independent cinema, with her groundbreaking work in films directed by her husband, John Cassavetes. Together, they made a lasting impact with films that portrayed working-class characters and their struggles, including A Woman Under the Influence, Gloria, and Faces. Later, Rowlands captured hearts once again in her son's emotional hit, The Notebook. Beyond her work with Cassavetes, Rowlands earned widespread acclaim throughout her career, receiving 2 Oscar nominations, 3 Primetime Emmy Awards, 1 Daytime Emmy, and 2 Golden Globes. In 2015, she was honored with an honorary Academy Award, celebrating her remarkable contributions to Hollywood. Bob Newhart. Bob Newhart, the deadpan comedian and former accountant who became a beloved TV star, passed away at 94 on July 18th, following a series of brief illnesses. Newhart is best known for starring in 2 hit television shows in the 1970s and 1980s that carried his name, but his career began in the late 1950s as a stand-up comic. While many comedians of his era used bold, in-your-face humor, Newhart stood out with his quiet, almost hesitant delivery. His unique style, which often featured a stammering, deadpan approach, made him a standout in the comedy world. Over the years, he also appeared in several films, typically in comedic roles. Even after his 4th sitcom ended, Newhart continued to make occasional television appearances and, in 2003, vowed to keep working as long as he could. Shannen Doherty. After a long battle with breast cancer, Shannen Doherty passed away on July 13th, surrounded by her family. Born in Memphis, Tennessee, Doherty moved to Los Angeles with her family at the age of 7. It wasn't long before she began her acting career, gaining fame for her roles in TV shows like Little House on the Prairie, Beverly Hills, 90210, and Charmed. Alongside her rise to fame, Doherty dealt with intense media scrutiny, often due to reports of outbursts, drinking, and impulsive behavior, particularly following a brief marriage to actor George Hamilton's son, Ashley. Throughout it all, she maintained that her true personality was often grotesquely misconstrued by the press. Richard Simmons, the energetic and beloved fitness personality who built a mini-empire with his trademark tank tops and shorts, died on July 13th at the age of 76. Simmons, once a 268-pound teenager, became a household name by sharing his personal weight loss journey and tips. As the host of the Emmy-winning Richard Simmons Show, an author of best-selling books and creator of the popular diet plan Deal a Meal, he inspired millions. He also opened exercise studios and starred in countless workout videos, including the widely successful Sweatin' to the Oldies series. Dr. Ruth Westheimer, the small but mighty sex therapist who became a pop culture icon, media personality, and best-selling author with her candid discussions on once taboo topics, passed away on July 12th at the age of 96. With her cheerful, German-accented voice and 4'7" frame, Westheimer was an unlikely advocate for sexual literacy, but this unique combination became one of the keys to her success. Rather than promoting risky behavior, Dr. Ruth encouraged open conversations about topics that had long been kept in the shadows. Her message was simple. There was nothing to be ashamed of. Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall, the beloved character actress known for her roles in The Shining and Annie Hall, passed away on July 10th at the age of 75. At the height of her career, Duvall was a standout in some of the most iconic films of the 1970s and 1980s. In The Shining, she portrayed Wendy Torrance, a wife who witnesses her husband's descent into madness while their family is trapped in the isolated Overlook Hotel. Duvall's terrified face became one of the film's most memorable images, alongside Jack Nicholson's axe breaking through a door. A Texas native, Duvall's acting career spanned several decades, with credits stretching from 1973 to 2023, along with producing and writing roles. Her final on-screen appearance was in The Forest Hill in 2023, where she starred alongside Edward Furlong and Dee Wallace. Shifty Shellshock, the lead singer of the late 1990s rap-rock band Crazy Town, best known for their hit song Butterfly, passed away on June 29th at the age of 49. Born Seth Binzer, Shifty was open about his battles with substance abuse. He appeared on 2 seasons of VH1's Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew in 2008 and later participated in the spin-off series Sober House from 2009 to 2010. Shifty co-founded Crazy Town with bandmate Brett Mazur, known as Epic, in 1995, initially under the name Brimstone Sluggers. The idea for the band was born when the two friends exchanged letters from rehab clinics, as detailed in the band's Spotify biography. Martin Mull, known for his dry, offbeat humor and unique style of acting, passed away on June 27th at the age of 80. His sharp wit made him a standout in the 1970s and a beloved guest star on sitcoms like Roseanne and Arrested Development. Mull often portrayed slightly sleazy, often smarmy characters, a role that became his signature. One of his most memorable projects was A History of White People in America, a mockumentary that aired on Cinemax in the 1980s. Mull co-created and starred in the show, taking on the role of a 60 Minutes-style reporter who delved into the most ordinary aspects of life with satirical flair. In the 1990s, Mull's career took another turn as he played the much warmer, less sleazy boss Leon on Roseanne, a role that earned him much love from fans. His character was also notable for being openly gay, with his partner played by Fred Willard, who passed away in 2020. Later in his career, Mull became a fan favorite as the eccentric private-eyed Gene Parmesan on Arrested Development, a role that solidified his place in pop culture. He also received his first Emmy nomination in 2016 for his guest appearance on Veep, Bill Cobbs. Bill Cobbs, the respected character actor known for his wise, soulful presence on screen, passed away on June 26th at the age of 90. A native of Cleveland, Cobbs built a remarkable career, appearing in iconic films such as The Hudsucker Proxy, The Bodyguard, and Night at the Museum. His acting journey began with a brief role in the 1974 film The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, and over the years, he went on to accumulate nearly 200 film and TV credits. Though he started his film career later in life, it was in his 50s, 60s, and 70s that Cobbs became a sought-after figure, often cast in small but important roles that required a sense of wisdom and experience. Cobbs also made memorable appearances on TV shows like The Sopranos, The West Wing, Sesame Street, and Good Times. He portrayed Whitney Houston's manager in The Bodyguard, the mystical clockmaker in The Hudsucker Proxy, and a compassionate doctor in Sunshine State. His roles in Air Bud and Night at the Museum, as well as his turn as a father on The Gregory Hines Show, further solidified his place in beloved pop culture. Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland, the gravelly-voiced Canadian actor who became a beloved presence on both TV and film, passed away on June 20th in Miami after a long illness. He was 88. Sutherland, known for his distinctive baritone, starred in a wide range of unforgettable films, including Ordinary People, 1980, JFK, 1991, Without Limits, 1998, and the Hunger Games franchise. He also portrayed the charming Hawkeye in the film adaptation of MASH. Alongside his movie roles, Sutherland made numerous TV appearances, with notable credits including Lawmen, Bass Reeves, The Simpsons, Dirty Sexy Money, and Commander-in-Chief, among others. A celebrated figure in his home country, Sutherland was named an Officer of the Order of Canada in 1978 and was inducted into Canada's Walk of Fame in 2000. He received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2011, cementing his legacy as one of Hollywood's most iconic actors, Benji Gregory. Benji Gregory, best known for his role as a child star on the 1980s comedy sitcom ALF, passed away on June 13th at the age of 46. Gregory played Brian Tanner, the son of the Tanner family, in 101 episodes of ALF from 1986 to 1990. His character formed a close bond with the show's title character, a sarcastic alien named ALF, who crash lands on Earth and takes up residence in the Tanner family garage. During the 80s, Gregory was a familiar face on television, making appearances on shows like The A-Team, T.J. Hooker, and Punky Brewster. He also appeared in the 1986 film Jumpin' Jack Flash, starring alongside Whoopi Goldberg. Johnny Wachter. Johnny Wachter, best known for his role as Brando Corbin on General Hospital, was tragically shot and killed in Los Angeles on May 25th during a suspected car robbery. He was 37 years old. Wachter appeared in nearly 200 episodes of General Hospital, portraying Brando Corbin from 2020 until 2022, when his character was written off the show. In addition to his work on General Hospital, Wachter had notable roles on NCIS, Westworld, and Criminal Minds, along with many other acting credits throughout his career. Morgan Spurlock. Morgan Spurlock, the filmmaker behind the documentary Super Size Me, passed away on May 23rd at the age of 53. Released in 2004, Super Size Me earned Spurlock an Oscar nomination for Best Documentary Feature. In the film, he took on a unique challenge, eating only McDonald's meals for a month, always opting for the super size option if offered, while documenting the effects on his physical and mental health. The documentary also explored the inner workings of the fast food industry. The film was a commercial success, grossing $22 million worldwide, and led to McDonald's removing the super-size option from its menu. It was released just ahead of Eric Schlosser's Fast Food Nation, which criticized the fast food industry for its environmental impact and labor practices. Dabney Coleman. Dabney Coleman, known for his roles as irritable characters in films like Tootsie and 9 to 5, passed away on May 16th at the age of 92. While Coleman was best remembered for playing gruff and often comical characters, he also showcased his versatility with dramatic roles and voiceover work. His television career earned him both an Emmy Award and a Golden Globe. In recent years, he appeared in the popular Western drama Yellowstone and had a recurring role as a powerful businessman in the HBO series Boardwalk Empire. Alice Munro. Alice Munro, the acclaimed short story writer whose vivid depictions of small-town life in southwestern Ontario earned her a devoted international following and the Nobel Prize in Literature. passed away on May 13th at the age of 92. While Monroe was celebrated for the depth and universal appeal she brought to her rural settings and characters, she was especially proud of how her stories gave a voice to women, a feat she cherished after facing early criticism from some critics who belittled her work. The Swedish Academy captured the sentiment of the global literary community when it named Monroe the master of the contemporary short story upon awarding her the Nobel Prize in 2013. Her Nobel win was just one of many accolades throughout her illustrious career, which also included the Man Booker International Prize for her body of work and 2 Scotiabank Giller Prizes. Susan Buckner. Susan Buckner, who became a beloved figure for her role as the cheerful Rydell High cheerleader Patty Simcox in the 1978 hit musical Grease, passed away on May 7th at the age of 72. Before embarking on her acting career, Buckner was a beauty queen. She won the title of Miss Washington in 1971 and went on to place in the top 10 in the 1972 Miss America pageant, even tying for first in the swimsuit competition. In the late 1970s and 1980s, Buckner had a steady presence on television, appearing in popular shows like Starsky and Hutch, The Love Boat, and the Hardy Boys' Nancy Drew Mysteries. She also co-starred in the ABC series When the Whistle Blows, alongside Dolph Sweet, Bernard Hill. Bernard Hill, the actor known for his powerful performance as Theoden, King of Rohan in The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, and for playing Captain Edward Smith in Titanic, passed away on May 4th at the age of 79. Hill joined the Lord of the Rings franchise in the second film, The Two Towers, 2002, and reprised his role in The Return of the King the following year. That film went on to win 11 Oscars, with Hill's performance helping to bring the iconic battle scenes to life. Before his breakout role in The Lord of the Rings, Hill made his mark as Yasser Hughes in the 1982 British TV miniseries Boys from the Black Stuff, which focused on the struggles of 5 unemployed men. In Titanic, 1997, Hill portrayed Captain Edward Smith, one of the few real-life characters in the epic film, which also earned 11 Academy Awards. O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson passed away on April 10th after a battle with cancer. He was 76. Simpson, a former NFL star, became infamous in the 1990s for the high-profile trial in which he was accused of the double murder of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ron Goldman. Although Simpson was acquitted of the charges, the trial became one of the most widely discussed court cases in history, with live TV coverage capturing every moment and forever, altering the way we view televised trials. The trial gripped the nation. At the time, President Bill Clinton even left the Oval Office to watch the verdict on his secretary's TV. Simpson's acquittal sparked strong reactions across racial lines. Many Black Americans viewed it as a victory against a racist justice system, while many white Americans were outraged. The case ignited conversations on race, gender, domestic abuse, celebrity influence, and police misconduct. Beyond the courtroom, Simpson had a career in acting, with memorable cameo roles in the popular Naked Gun movie series during the 1990s. Louis Gossett Jr., the trailblazing actor who became the first black man to win a Supporting Actor Oscar and earned an Emmy for his role in the iconic TV miniseries Roots, passed away on March 29th at the age of 87. He often described his early career as a reverse Cinderella story, with success coming to him at a young age and pushing him forward, ultimately leading to his Academy Award win for An Officer and a Gentleman. Gossett made his breakthrough on television as Fiddler in the groundbreaking 1977 miniseries Roots, which brought the harsh realities of slavery to the small screen. The series boasted a powerful cast that included Ben Vereen, LeVar Burton, and John Amos. In 1983, Gossett became just the 3rd black actor to be nominated for an Oscar in the Supporting Actor category. Richard Lewis. Richard Lewis, the legendary comedian known for his frantic, stream-of-consciousness rants about his own neuroses while dressed in all black, earning him the nickname the Prince of Payne, passed away on February 28th at the age of 76. A staple in comedy clubs and on late-night television for decades, Lewis also made his mark on TV, playing Marty Gold, the romantic lead opposite Jamie Lee Curtis in the ABC series Anything But Love, and portraying the perpetually neurotic Prince John in Mel Brooks' Robin Hood, Men in Tights. He later introduced himself to a new generation of fans as a frequent guest star on HBO's Curb Your Enthusiasm, where he regularly played the role of Larry David's kvetching friend. Comedy Central ranked Lewis among the top 50 stand-up comedians of all time, and he earned a spot on GQ's list of the 20th century's most influential humorists. He also used his humor to support various charity causes, including Comic Relief and Comedy Gives Back. Toby Keith. Country music fans around the world raised their red solo cups in tribute to the legendary singer and songwriter Toby Keith, who passed away on February 5th at the age of 62. Keith's death came 18 months after he was diagnosed with stomach cancer. He had been undergoing chemotherapy, radiation treatments, and surgeries in his battle against the disease. A towering figure in country music, Keith's career was marked by an impressive 32 #1 hits. One songs, including hits like Red Solo Cup, Should Have Been a Cowboy, and How Do You Like Me Now? Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers, the former NFL linebacker who became a Hollywood action star and comedy legend, passed away on February 1st at the age of 76. Weathers was known for his iconic roles, from playing Apollo Creed, the nemesis-turned-ally of Rocky, to going toe-to-toe with Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator and teaching golf in Happy Gilmore. Whether flexing his muscles in Action Jackson or delivering laughs in Arrested Development, he was a versatile performer who captured hearts both on the big screen and the small. But it was his portrayal of Apollo Creed in 1976's Rocky, opposite Sylvester Stallone, that became his signature role. Most recently, Weathers appeared in all 3 seasons of the hit Disney Plus series The Mandalorian. Chita Rivera. Chita Rivera, the trailblazing dancer, singer, and actor who received 10 Tony nominations and won twice during her illustrious Broadway career, passed away on January 30th at the age of 91. She was a pioneering force for Latina artists and overcame a near-fatal car accident to continue inspiring generations. Rivera first captured the spotlight in 1957 as Anita in the original production of West Side Story and remained a vibrant presence on Broadway, still performing with her signature energy in 2015's The Visit. She won Tony Awards for The Rink in 1984 and Kiss of the Spider-Woman in 1993. When accepting a Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement in 2018, she shared, "I wouldn't trade my life in the theater for anything because theater is life." David Gale. David Gale, the soap opera star known for his roles in Beverly Hills, 9210, and Port Charles, passed away on January 20th at the age of 58. In 1993, Gale guest-starred on Beverly Hills, 9210, as Stuart Carson, the wealthy fiancé of Brenda Walsh, Shannen Doherty. He appeared in 8 episodes before his character's engagement ended, following the revelation of Carson's past involvement in drug dealing. Later, Gale joined the cast of the General Hospital spin-off Port Charles in 1999, playing Dr. Joe Scanlon. He took over the role from Michael Dietz and stayed with the show until 2000. Joyce Randolph. Joyce Randolph, the beloved stage and television actor best known for her role as the sharp-witted Trixie Norton on The Honeymooners, passed away on January 13th at the age of 99. Randolph was the last surviving main cast member of the iconic 1950s sitcom, which became a cornerstone of television's golden age. Even years after leaving the show, Randolph remained cherished by fans, receiving dozens of letters each week. Into her 80s, she was a regular at the downstairs bar at Sardi's, where she enjoyed sipping her favorite drink, a white Cadillac, Dewar's and milk, while chatting with patrons who often recognized her from the famous portrait of the show's cast hanging above the bar. David Soul. David Soul, best known for his role as the blonde half of the crime-fighting duo in the hit 1970s TV series Starsky and Hutch, passed away on January 4th at the age of 80. Soul played Detective Ken Hutch Hutchinson alongside Paul Michael Glazer's David Starsky in the beloved show, which aired on ABC from 1975 to 1979. The show became such a cultural phenomenon that it even inspired a line of children's toys. In addition to his acting career, Soul found success as a singer, with his hit single Don't Give Up on Us making its way onto the music charts during the height of his fame. Glynis Johns. Glynis Johns, the Tony Award-winning stage and screen star, passed away on January 4th at the age of 100. She was best known for her role as the mother opposite Julie Andrews in the iconic film Mary Poppins, and for introducing the world to the timeless song Send in the Clowns by Stephen Sondheim. Johns was known for her perfectionism and unwavering commitment to her craft. She was precise, analytical, and always opinionated when it came to her work, insisting on roles that were multidimensional and required her to give nothing less than her best. Her most celebrated performance came in 1973 when she won a Tony Award for her portrayal of Desiree Armfeldt in A Little Night Music. Other career highlights included her role as the mother in Mary Poppins and her starring role in the 1989 Broadway revival of The Circle, where she shared the stage with Rex Harrison and Stuart Granger in W. Somerset Maugham's romantic comedy about love and fidelity. Naren Virgin. Naren Virgin, a beloved Canadian children's entertainer best known for her role as Jodie on the 1980s TV series Today's Special, passed away on January 15th at the age of 77. During the 80s, Virgin became a familiar face in children's television, not only starring on Today's Special, but also appearing in other Canadian classics such as Ramona, Polka Dot Door, Night Heat, and The Littlest Hobo. Her television career continued into the late 80s and early 90s when she hosted and broadcasted on CTV and later CBC. In 2016, Virgin was honored by being named one of the 100 accomplished Black Canadian women. Norman Jewison. Norman Jewison, the Canadian director behind Oscar-nominated classics like Moonstruck and Fiddler on the Roof, and a passionate advocate for Canadian filmmakers at the Canadian Film Centre, passed away on January 20th at the age of 97. Known for his charm and determination, Jewison tackled a wide range of genres throughout his illustrious career. He was particularly drawn to projects that carried a social message and explored the human experience. His 1967 crime drama In the Heat of the Night, which won 5 Oscars, was one of many films in his career that addressed the impact of racism. Kenneth Mitchell. Canadian actor Kenneth Mitchell, known for his roles in Star Trek, Discovery, and Captain Marvel, passed away on February 24th, 5 years after being diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS. He was 49. Mitchell portrayed several characters across multiple episodes of Star Trek, Discovery, including the Klingon warrior Kolsha, Tenavik, and Aurelio. He also lent his voice to Star Trek, Lower Decks. Outside of the Star Trek universe, Mitchell was recognized for his role as Joseph Danvers, the father of Captain Marvel, and as Eric Green on the TV series Jericho. Mitchell revealed that he was diagnosed with ALS after experiencing persistent muscle twitching, initially thinking it could be due to a pinched nerve or multiple sclerosis, MS. He described the moment of his ALS diagnosis as a complete disbelief, a shock. Linda Lavin. Linda Lavin, the Tony Award-winning stage actress, who became a beloved working-class icon as the paper hat-wearing waitress on the TV sitcom Alice, passed away on December 29th at the age of 87. After achieving success on Broadway, Lavin made her move to Hollywood in the mid-1970s and was chosen to star in a CBS sitcom based on Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, the Martin Scorsese-directed film that earned Ellen Burstyn an Oscar for her portrayal of the titular waitress. Lavin remained active in her career, most recently promoting a new Netflix series, No Good Deed, and filming for the upcoming Hulu series, Mid-Century Modern. Her death was first reported by Deadline. Chance Perdomo. Chance Perdomo, a rising star whose career was on the rise with notable roles in Gen V and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, tragically died in a motorcycle crash on April 1st at the age of 27. A British-American actor, Perdomo gained widespread recognition for his portrayal of Ambrose Spellman in Netflix's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, as well as his role as the superhuman Andre Anderson in Gen V, the spin-off of The Boys. Joe Flaherty, comedian Joe Flaherty, a founding member of the Canadian sketch series SCTV, passed away on April 1st at the age of 82. Flaherty made his mark on the comedy world with SCTV, where he brought to life memorable characters such as Count Floyd, news anchor Floyd Robertson, and the iconic Guy Caballero, the station manager. Originally from Pittsburgh, Flaherty moved to Toronto and helped establish the Toronto Second City Theatre Troupe, which led to his starring role on SCTV as one of the original performers and writers. Flaherty also ventured into film, including a memorable role as a disruptive golf fan who repeatedly yelled, "Jackass!" every time Adam Sandler's character took a shot in Happy Gilmore. Mike Pinder. Mike Pinder, a founding member of the Moody Blues, passed away on April 24th at the age of 82. Pinder, who was the band's co-founder and keyboardist, was the last surviving original member of the Moody Blues, which was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2018. He is also remembered for being one of the first musicians to incorporate the mellotron, an electronic keyboard, into rock music. Ian Gelder. Ian Gelder, best known for his role as Kevin Lannister in Game of Thrones, passed away on May 7th at the age of 74. Gelder had a distinguished career in theater, performing on London's West End and at Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. He also had memorable roles as Mr. Decker on Torchwood and appeared in Doctor Who and his Dark Materials. However, he may be most recognized by TV audiences for portraying Kevin Lannister, the younger brother of Tywin and the uncle of Cersei, Jaime, and Tyrion in the hit HBO series Game of Thrones. Dale Haddon. Dale Haddon, the Canadian actress, activist, and pioneering former Sports Illustrated model who fought against age discrimination by returning to the industry as a widow, passed away on December 27th from what authorities believe was carbon monoxide poisoning. She was 76. In the 1970s and 1980s, Haddon graced the covers of top magazines like Vogue, Cosmopolitan, Elle, and Esquire, and appeared in the 1973 Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. In addition to her modeling career, she starred in about 24 films between the 1970s and 1990s, including the 1994 hit Bullets Over Broadway, starring John Cusack. After stepping away from modeling in the mid-1970s to raise her daughter Ryan, Haddon faced a significant challenge when her husband died in 1991. Re-entering the industry at 38, she was told she was not viable, as she recalled to the New York Times in 2003. Undeterred, she worked a job at an advertising agency and began reaching out to cosmetic companies, pitching the idea of a growing market for beauty products aimed at aging baby boomers. Her persistence paid off, leading to lucrative contracts with Clairol, Estée Lauder, and L'Oreal, where she promoted anti-aging products for over a decade. She also hosted beauty segments on CBS's The Early Show. As we remember these incredible individuals who shaped the entertainment world, Their legacies continue to inspire future generations of artists and creators. Each of these stars left behind a body of work that will forever be celebrated and cherished. Which of these Hollywood icons had the most profound impact on you, and what is your favorite memory of their work? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. See you next time.